Back here at 100% Optical, I'm joined by Emily from Eyespace. Emily, thank you very much for your time. I know it's a busy day today. You're from Eyespace. What is Eyespace?
Eyespace is an independent optical company run by Jane and Julie Abel. They've been in optics their whole lives with an incredible optical heritage behind them. And we are trying to bring fashion frames at affordable prices to independent opticians across the country.
Good. Living, breathing and seeing optics all over the place. That's what we're about here at the show. Now, I've just clapped my eyes on Land Rover here. I'm not sure that I've seen Land Rover frames personally before. Just talk to me a bit more about those.
So this is a first for the independent optical market. This is Land Rover. We have a sun range and we've launched our optical range at the show. So we're extremely excited. Yeah. Very positive response. A few people might have seen the car, which is just across on the other side of the show. So feel free to go and have a picture there. We've worked very closely with Land Rover on this, creating technical perfection, making sure that we incorporated elements from the cars, but not in a very obvious way, in a more subtle, sophisticated way. So you'll see subtle lines that you'll see along the cars. Also, really important to us is our British design, and that's even marked on a lot of the frames.
The palette feels very familiar. The palette feels Land Rover without being khaki and green and everything. It still kind of falls within that kind of spectrum, I think.
Yes, we have really sort of drawn on their colour palette. They supply us with swatches and also the paint colours as well for us to draw on for inspiration. They've been really wonderful to work with, and it really has been a collaboration. This isn't label slapping, this is the ethos of Land Rover on a frame.
And they're neighbours of yours as well.
They are indeed. We're both West Midlands based, which makes it very easy popping across frequently as we develop the range.
Fantastic. Now, speaking of colour, let's come over here to Cocoa Mint, because we've got a slightly different palette here. For anyone who hasn't come across Cocoa Mint before, tell me about them.
So Cocoa Mint is our ladies brand. It is a real flagship brand for us. When we launched the company, we'd noticed this real gap in the market for ladies frames, with people focusing on 20-somethings with super high fashion or really classical frames. So with Cocoa Mint, we tried to bridge that gap. So we sort of aimed at 30 plus, women that want to look good, have something fashionable that also flatters them. So we have here a really amazing use of colour. They're very bright, they will draw people in the practice, but a lot of them have a translucent base, which means when they're worn, they look fantastic on. They're eye-catching, but they're not in your face. It's all designed to be flattering.
My director in my ear is telling me that she quite liked the top right ones. So here's for you. The other ones that I found were very, very striking were the, I don't know how you would describe these colours. They're kind of bluey tortoise shelly and a kind of pinky purpley tortoise shell over there. Some quite bold colours, but in a way, because they're in this design, the tortoise shell design, they don't shout out too loudly.
They don't. When we design this range, we want everything to be wearable. It's essential for us that everything sells through, so an optician can buy any frame they want and know that there's someone that frame will suit and look fantastic on the practice.
Let's just have a quick walk over to one of your other displays over here as well. I noticed a moment ago you had some more Land Rover stuff there, but this time in the sunglasses. I noticed Rockstar as well. I haven't come across them before.
No, so Rockstar is our designated children's brand. This is a super fun range that we developed for kids. We want kids to want to wear their frames. We also have, between the two MDs, there's 6 children, and all their friends. So we've got loads of opportunity for market research. And it was just so important to us that, particularly as children are growing up, there's a very small sort of age range when really you're looking at visual correction. If the children aren't wearing their glasses, you're going to miss that. So that's why we wanted frames that looked good, but kids really liked as well. So there's a lot of fun use of colour here. All sorts of purples, pinks, teals, greens. With the boys, it's slightly more subtle, and we'll pop it on the inside the frame. So again, the practice, the kids will pick it up. I'm also looking at materials. So we've got things like TR90, which is very light, really robust. So they're sort of playground safe as well.
Playground safe, kid-proof, all of that stuff, but colourful and things that children will want to wear on their face, which at the end of the day is the most important thing.
It is, and also we do pay attention to children's fitting and making sure our frames are adapted to fit children, as children's faces do have a different shape to adults' faces. We don't just scale down, we ensure we adjust the bridge fittings, we lower the bridge position. You'll also notice a lot of the eye rims come up slightly higher to stop the children looking over the top of them.
And children's faces, well, obviously they grow like the rest of them, but I guess different bits grow at different rates. I noticed that from my children as well.
Yes, yeah, that's completely correct. And our frames take that into consideration.
Fantastic. Listen, this is amazing, really, really good range of products here, Emily. Before we go, just tell me about how 100% Optical has been for you so far this year.
It's been really good. This has definitely been our busiest year so far. Tomorrow we're expecting to be a little bit manic, so we've just actually brought down some extra staff to help us out based on today. We've really enjoyed it, and we've got the drinks party to come. So,
what's not to like? Emily, thank you very, very much indeed for showing us around your Eyespace product range. All the best for the rest of the show.
thank you very much.
Cheers.